So tomorrow is one of the biggest festivals in this part of the world, Ganesh Chaturthi. It's a festival that celebrates Lord of Wisdom, Ganesha. And today I'm going to tell you a story uh, which is about Ganesha, but which is very, very relatable to our daily life. So there was a Lord Kuber. He was a lord of wealth. He was a god of wealth. Very proud of his wealth. One day, he decided to show off his wealth to Lord Shiva and Lady Parvati. Now, the all-knowing god, Lord Shiva, when Kuber invited him for dinner, politely refused and smilingly said, "Why don't you take little Ganesha with you, our son? He relishes good food." Little disappointed, but Kuber had no option. So he started going back with Lord Ganesha. And as little Ganesha was riding with joy in his golden chariot, Kuber said, maybe this is better. The little one will actually get more impressed than the elderly people. So he got Ganesha to his palace, gave him the best seat to sit at a dining hall, and the food was being served. Now little Ganesha started eating voraciously, and he went on eating. So Kuber said to himself, so Lord Shiva was right. Little Ganesha really enjoys a good food. And as it went on, Ganesha went on eating. And then there was a panic in the kitchen. The head cook came and whispered to Lord Kuber, not only the food, but the supplies are getting over. And as soon as his plate was empty, Ganesha said, where is my food? I'm hungry. And if you don't give me the food, I will eat whatever I can. And he took a bite of the gold plate in which he was eating so far. Extremely scared, Kuber just ran to Lord Shiva and Parvati and narrated what has happened. So Lady Parvati smiled and she says, okay, don't worry, I'll come with you. And she started with Kuber with a little bowl of rice. Looking at the quantity of the rice and looking at what he had seen in his palace, Kuber was a little worried about what this little bowl is going to do to Ganesha. So when Lady Parvati came and she saw her son angry, she gave that little bowl of rice to little Ganesha and said, why don't you have this? Very lovingly, very kindly, she gave him that. Kuber was watching this very skeptically. And as little Ganesha started eating the bowl of rice, he hardly could finish it. He had to leave the last morsel. His tummy was full. And Parvati just smiled. It's a very simple story which can be taken as how Kuber's pride was, he was taught a lesson about his pride and things like that. But to me, there's much more to the story as I look at it as an adult now. I heard the story as a child. When I hear it as an adult today, there are some different meanings. It is not exactly what you give to somebody. It is also how you give it to. How engaged are you? How you give it lovingly? Are you giving it? Are you giving somebody something as a matter of your pride, or are you giving it to that person because of love, because of the care that you have? Maybe it may sound a little far-stretched when I hear a lot of companies talking with a lot of pride about what kind of stuff they do for their employees. Fair point. But to my mind, only when you have a heart and humility and love and care while you're offering something to your employees or the people who are working with you, the engagement is higher. Otherwise, if it is given as a matter of show off, it is given as a matter of pride, all it does is that it whets an insatiable hunger. And you really can't blame somebody whose hunger you have stoked. It's all about how you come across. It's all about what is your feeling as you offer something to somebody. Do you really give out of care and love and concern, or do you really give out of your own pride or to show off your own wealth and the resources? Think about it. The childhood stories always have a far deeper meaning, which we start understanding as we start growing older. Hope you like what I'm saying. Even if you don't, do post your comments. Thank you.